Hi all, this is going to be a review of a game called Precipice by a little indie game developer called Little Red Dog Games. It's run by two developers called Ryan Hewer and Dennis. I'm not going to ruin your second name by trying to pronounce that, but there he is. You can have a read about them at littlereddoggames.com. The game we're going to be covering, as I say, is Precipice. It's a Cold War strategy turn-based game where you need to you don't fight each other and blow each other up, because if you get to a point where you start the nukes, then nobody wins and it's end of game. So you've got to try and get most of certain continents on your side, or other ways to win, like kind of keeping opposition in conflicts with other countries. Excuse me, with other countries, because if they're in a conflict all the time, then there's unrest in your particular start nation, and if there's so much unrest and you keep fighting, the people get unhappy and kick you out of power, and then the other person wins. You can play it multiplayer, but I'm just going to go and play it against the computer, because I'm a bit sucky at it at the minute. It's coming out tomorrow, the 1st of May. I've had it for about a month, but I haven't really had that much time to play it. I received it for free, so I'll just put that straight out there. I'll try and give as good a review as I can on it without being prejudiced. You know, it is free, so biased, should I say. I did get it free, but I'm not going to overplay it. But I do kind of like it, so there's not much of a problem there. I think it's going to be around about £10, $13, I think, and for a small game company and stuff like that. I'm probably going to say it's okay for that price. I'm not sure the longevity of it, how often you're going to play it, but it is kind of fun to play. So let's just get straight into it. So we're going to go straight into single player. I've done the tutorial a bit. I'll kind of explain as we go. The more you play it, we'll start off as America and then we'll do the USSR after that. The more you play it, the more of these perks you unlock. I'm not entirely sure what they do. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. So you could plan it out so that you want to go to certain places and then pick certain perks, but I'll just pick anything at the moment because I don't really care. I'm not that good at this game. I've won a few times, I've lost plenty of times. When it first, I think I played it for the first time around about the 13th of April, a couple of weeks ago, and there was a fair few bugs in the game, and they seem to have taken most of them out now. It's quite polished now, it's getting there. There's very few bugs in it, and I haven't picked any up for the last couple of days, so I think it's well up there. Music's kind of loud, so let's turn this music down. It'd be nice if that was on the escape button, actually. For some reason it's not working. Where do we start? Okay, so we'll start off against the enemy. At the moment there's just there's two, either America or the USSR. If you're America, you can go to the USSR and infiltrate the KGB, and it would be the same for probably the US, not the US, that one. The USA, you probably infiltrate the CIA, I would imagine. I've not checked that out that much yet. And but as we've just started, we're not going to be able to find any agents because they won't have deployed any. And by agents, I mean you can send in deploy agents. When you deploy agents, which I'll do now, we'll chuck one in, you'll get fund insurgency, you can withdraw, or you can do coups, which would, if you get them down enough, this percentage will go up and you'll be able to take over the country without them doing much. If you can find one of their spies, you can take them out. You only get 3, I believe. And if you can kill one of their spies, then that would... Well, if you can kill all of their spies, then they can't actually do any insurgencies or anything like that. So we're going to do one of these. And you want to try and get these down here. So here we go, we're going to get one down, and we don't have many more points to do anything else, so we'll just fund another one. Also, when you get the bushfire conflict, when you destabilise countries by doing that fund insurgency, other countries around the world can also change hands or go neutral or become unstable, so they can be easy to take over, or you can lose your ones. You've got this point system down the bottom, and the more countries you take over, so if you hover over here, now all of these are blue. There's some dark blue and some light blue. If you control the full country and it's all blue, or red in case they're Russia, then you get extra points down the bottom here. If you lose countries in there, then you will lose of these points. So Russia's got all of can't remember what these ones are. East Germany and Poland and Czechoslovakia and stuff like that. So we could go there and try and take over that, but that would take a lot. If you have more than half, you kind of get the points from it. So we would have to really spend a lot of our money, which is up here. It's kind of like a point system. Up in the top left hand corner, and you get what I think it's called action points, AP, and I think we start with 5, and I don't know if they go up or not because I haven't played it enough to find out yet, or paid enough attention for it. So you get 5, and there wouldn't be much point taking over this. As I say, we would lose all of our points, and we'd need to take over 3 of them anyway, which would be too much. Whereas down here, we could try and take a couple more of the countries into blue, but it's probably best to either go down to the Sub-Sahara, or maybe try and take over South America, Brazil and stuff like that, or could even do South Asia. Even Australia, we've got a few there. So, but I'm just going to go here, end our turn first, because we've got no action points left. So the opposition takes their turn now, and does whatever they need to do. So I think we might try and destabilise this country a little bit as well, Libya. I think we'll leave it there. We will see, we've got a coup of 4%, so if we try and destabilise it some more, and now we don't have the 3, so let's go again. There's also another way to get extra ways of winning. You could fund the space race. So if you have any extra cash at the end of a turn, you could just do that. So we can also invade, but that would mean starting a conflict, and I don't want to start a conflict, so we're just going to fuel some more protests and then end our turn. So they've spotted us funding Libya and messing that up, so let's just terminate aid so we don't. So we've got Algeria as well. Let's just terminate aid. Okay. Right, they started conflict, which is nice because I can explain the next bit. So we're going to ignore these. We don't want to get in any kind of fight with them. Oh, they took over that one. That's a bit of a bummer. So we could deploy some agents there. I think we're still fine. We don't need to worry about that. However, we're going to come over here and we can train partisans. Now, our partisans are better off. They can fend them off. We're going to deploy an agent though, and then we can maybe do some better things next go. So they're going to station some troops there. I think we should station some troops our own way and continue that fight. Formed. No, we're going to ignore that. We're going to foreign aid. Station troops. Try and get this foreign aid up. Yes. And station more troops. And this one we're going to aid partisans. So that's 50-50. So we might lose it, we might win it. Now, these are going quite low, so they're putting more troops in. So now we are going to train parties. Oh, we could do a coup. Let's try a coup. It's like almost a 50. Yeah, bollocks. It's 8 partisans. That didn't work out our plan, but never mind. Let's fuel protest there again. Try and destabilize it. Looks like we've got it. Nice. So our unrest is still at 1%, so we're fine. By putting money in there, that's fine. Oh, we may want to try and get that. Don't care about Mongolia, it's nowhere to be seen. We are doing okay there. Let's try another coup, or we could. Let's try train first and then a coup. Ah ha ha! Nice. So we grabbed that. Where's that one? Right, what can we do here? We could invade. I don't think we're going to. Let's fund insurgency there as well. So the opposition will be doing the same here, but because we've taken that, we've knocked them down a bit. Their unrest's probably going to be pretty high because of they're still in conflict here, and we can't do anything else. So let's move on. So apparently in this game, the AI... Right, we can look for these agents here. So let's go to here, infiltrate the KGB. It should show us where they are. So there's one over here somewhere. I reckon it's probably either here or there. But let's... we've got 4 points. I would rather get this foreign aid on station troops. Okay, you greedy son of a... Oh, build up in engineers. They claim you risk destabilization by... Where are they at? So there. Okay, we're gonna withdraw our troops. We don't have any troops there, do we? We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna... I think we might try and counter spy there. I reckon there's probably someone around. Ah. Oh well, never mind. So we could try a coup. Coup's not good. What about where do we need? Let's try over here. We could try diplomacy. Trade agreement. Let's try a bit of diplomacy. I've found that if you try to do too much of this diplomacy in one go, it generally moves back. So there's kind of like, although it's a 65% chance to progress one, it's also a 35% chance to go back. So we'll not do that. We might, I don't know, I'm not going to fund that. We might try a bit of diplomacy here. Time is not right. That's fine. Well, let's leave. I mean, progress to our next turn. So we're getting them to spend money and stuff on those things. So let's do a bit of foreign aid. Bit more. Oh, come on, man. Right. One more, hopefully. Yes, nice. Right. Let's do a trade agreement. So we've kind of lost that. We need to get that back, actually. That's what I should have been doing this go. You son of a... Okay. Okay, we're going to ignore that again, because we're going to try and keep them in war to get a bit of unrest. So let's train our partisans, and then we can do a bit of foreign aid here. Then we want to try and do a bit of diplomacy here. We will have to see. Okay. So if we can keep these in war for a while... Oh dear. I really suck. Okay, they're not in war anymore, so let's station troops, foreign aid. Okay, that's okay for now. Let's do some foreign aid there. Oh, we really need to get that back. Okay, let's go. Okay, Pakistan. I'm going to justify this, because they've just been attacking them and they're ours. Okay, that's fine. Now, did we... They should have lost some... I don't care about North Korea. Yeah, they've lost some as well. Let's try and get this going. Can we get a bit more? No, say it goes back. Well, we'll leave it like that. And we'll do a bit of foreign aid there. And then we'll push on. Sometimes... bollocks. Sometimes these can last... Games can last quite a while. Sometimes they can be over in no time at all. Afghanistan. Okay, we're going to ignore it again. We're going to ignore that as well. And I don't want to start a conflict, but I do want to... try and get it so we can keep them in war and stuff. Okay, that's nice. I mean, we could invade and just take over it, which, do you know what? Let's go for it here. I don't know what percentage that is. Can't see. Why have they flipping... Why are they bothering us? Is that one? Yeah, well, sucky. Do you know what? Let's withdraw troops. We're going to lose a bit of thingy with France, but that's okay. We could do diplomacy there. Oh wow, really starting to suck. Let's diplomacy there. Diplomacy there. Bit there. And let's try again. Nice. Right. But we've lost this one now. Shit. Get diplomacy there. Plot on. So they kind of, they've got some more points now. So where is that? That's just there. We've also lost this. They've got an extra one down here somewhere. We could, bit of foreign aid there. Oh, come on, man. And then we need to start doing this. Diplomacy. Oh, you son of a... No, I don't want to do that. Shit. I think I might be losing this one. Right, let's try this again. Okay, come on, let me have it, let me have it. I think we're just going to do the 2. And then we can try a bit there, a bit of foreign aid. Nothing? Oh, you greedy git. Okay, let's plot on. Okay, there's got to be a spy somewhere over there. I think you can only fuel protests if your spy's there. I might be wrong on that one. No, we're going to ignore that. Ignore that. We're going to station some troops. No, we can't. Let's do a bit of foreign aid. A bit more. Right. This should get us up again. We could do a trade agreement. Let's try and get all these up. Of course, my friend. Nice. Ah, balls, balls, balls. Right, we're just going to ignore that, as usual. And we will foreign aid. Foreign aid. And probably do the same here. Damn it. Okay, that's fine for now. So I think we kind of need to maybe destabilize one of these. So that they don't have like the full... do you know what? Let's have a go. Let's feel some protests. Maybe just do it again. So we don't need any kind of agent near, so that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so I haven't gone over this yet. Let's have a look at demand. So these want food, I think. So when you click on demand, it'll highlight certain bits, and if you click on them, it'll be like if you go to it, so we send some food. So we could send 20 food here, and then has that made that neutral? Ah, we've got it. Okay. So this one we already own. Is there anywhere else? Here. Let's send some food. Boom. Does that mean we've got it? Not sure. No, it's gone neutral. Okay. So we've taken some points away because we've grabbed that. Let's do a bit of diplomacy. That didn't work. Okay, that's stationing troops. We're going to ignore it. Again, we're going to ignore it. We're going to... so let's train partisans. That's fine. And then I can't... Do we want to do that one? I mean, we could... let's see what demand is. Ooh. Okay, so if we send 20 goods, does that... I think that's what we already had anyway. I can't remember. So let's send 20 food here. Okay, we can't. Let's just send some foreign aid then. And plot on. Well, this is going on a bit longer than I was planning, but okay. We'll ignore that again, as usual. Ignore that. So, if we could field some protests. I think we're going to deploy an agent and fund insurgency. We can wreck this one, and hopefully these should mess up a bit. Okay, well that's not what we wanted, but that's still fine. It's formed an announcement of support Mongolia, Australia. Oh man, let's justify it. Reject evidence. Ready nuclear weapons. Oh, the button. Let's press that button. Bollocks. So we lost. You could have done it better. Nuclear war is broken out between the two superpowers. Nobody survives the radiation of global What's cooling of nuclear winter? Your legacy is relevant. Everything is lost. Okay. So let's try and be the Russians this time. And we'll just grab whatever again. Okay, so again, this time we can infiltrate the CIA, so it is the CIA. But we're not going to do that. We will try to get full diplomacy here. Okay, that's good. Again, maybe? No. Go on, come on, you can do it. Bollocks. Okay, whatever. Well, that didn't work. That was a waste of time. So, that was just what happens if you keep clicking it. It doesn't work all the time. You've got to take your time in being diplomatic. We're going to ignore that. We will try a bit of diplomacy again here. Is that music going back up? It has. Okay. Well, I said there was no bugs, but that's a bug. Get rid of that. Diplomacy. We'll just do the one maybe, and then have a look at demand. So let's not do that. We're going to field some protests. Nice. So there is no demand. We can. What could we take over quickly? Here. Let's try and get these on our side. Okay, let's start a fight down there. So again, I like to try and keep them in conflict, because the longer you keep them in a conflict, the more the get unrest in the country. Wait there a second. Let's have a look at demand. So we can't really do anything there. So let's deploy our agent. And coup wouldn't work, but we can fund insurgency. So we've got 2 left. We need to train our partisans down here. Okay, we're going to aid them instead. So that gives it a 50-50 chance. Oh shit, I'd want to go. Bollocks. Okay, you can station troops there, that's fine. The United Kingdom has stations a large... Yeah, let's ignore it. Let's train partisans. We're also going to fund insurgency. And again. And now we've got no points, so away we go. Obviously a sport insurgency. No, okay, we'll terminate aid because we can't justify that because we're just picking. Again, we will train partisans, and then fund insurgency again because we definitely did stop. Ooh, nice. And yep, we're going to do it again. I'm sure we'll get wrong. Libya, okay, we'll terminate aid. We've still got hold of Libya, but it's fine. Okay. Now, should we counter spy? Let's field protest. Fund insurgency. So we've got 2% coup there. Ooh, could we? 0% there. 0% there. That's a shame. 14% there. Let's give it a go. Ah, bollocks. We know you're arming the rebels. The rebel scum. You son of a... Do you know, we're going to ignore it again. Just so we can keep them in a war. Again, causing unrest in their country. Let's fund insurgency. Cool. Be better if it was some of theirs. And we'll fund insurgency again. Just deny it as usual. Okay, we're getting some troops stationed. More there. No, we're going to ignore that. We will train our partisans again. Oh, we're losing countries. Where have we lost? We could get some more there. Doing okay there. This might be an issue. Let's send 20 goods. Anybody else need some food that we can exploit? Maybe get. We not got enough. Can we not do anything? Oh, can we only? Yeah, we can only probably send one at a time. That's fine. We don't do it diplomacy. Let's. Oh, we can't deploy agents. Let's. Is there anywhere we can help? Let's. Diplomacy. Yeah. Okay, so this is about even at the moment. 0% on a coup. Really? Let's have a look at demand. Keep this fight going. Can we not send them anything? How about you? Nope. What about you up there? Invade. Deploy agents. Let's field some protests. And some more. Yeah, there we go. Anarchy in the US. Whoopsie doodle. That, I think, means we've won. There we go. Boom. Right, when you first assumed the reins of power in the Soviet Union, no one predicted that you would ignite a power keg of global revolution. Under your leadership, you provided technical and economical assistance to guerrillas fighting the yokes of capitalism all over the world. You supported anti-capitalism insurgents, safeguarded your closest allies, and I think I just winged this. I don't think I did any of this. There were tense moments when the world held its breath, hoping you would blah 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 blah. The unravel of the NATO begins with the surprise of election of the communist government in French Parliament. Like dominoes, the following years will see communist regimes elected to power across Europe and the world. Nobody really wins the Cold War. Your nation spent a vast fortune and lost many lives waging proxy wars around the world. The loss of the United States as something or other, the power vacuum that I don't know, filled with many new potential actants. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there. I kind of really like this game. Not sure it's worth £10, but it's pretty close. I think maybe it's £1 or £2 less, and I would highly recommend it, so around about £8. I'm not sure of the longevity of it, but if you ever want, like, spend half an hour or so just mucking around, I kind of like this. It's right up my street and the tactical turn-based side of games. And if you like it, please drop a like or a comment, or go visit the Little Red Dog Games. They do other games as well, and for just 2 people developing them, I think they'll go a long way, and I wish them all the success in the future. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.